and welcome back to my channel, friends. This is Nirav Gohil here, and in this video I will give you 10 useful tips for IELTS speaking examination. I am pretty sure after watching this video you will be able to score 7+ bands. So let's start. But before we start, friends, if you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, please press the subscribe button. While you are subscribing, you will see one bell icon. Please press that as well. Once you press that icon, you will get push notification whenever I will upload new videos. So friends, please press the subscribe and bell icon. The first tip is do not give short answers. So friends, many students are giving very short answer in IELTS speaking examination and they are expecting high band score. So let me tell you in introduction, it is fine if you are giving answer in 1 or 2 sentences. In cue card, you have to speak until you listen, stop speaking from your examiner. And in part 3, you are requested to give answer in brief, so minimum length should be 3 to 4 sentences. So make this thing clear in your mind, do not give short answers. Follow the pattern. Introduction, if you are giving answer in 1 or 2 sentences, that would be fine, but in interaction, minimum length should be 3 to 4 sentences. So this is the first tip and the golden one. So let's move to the second tip. Tip number 2 is do not speak in fake accents. So I had seen students are running behind accents. They are trying to speak in British or US accents. But let me tell you, accent is not criteria in speaking examination. So if you are speaking with Indian accent, Chinese accent, US or British, but if you are not speaking correctly, definitely you will lose your band score. So rather than running behind accents, focus on criteria, improve your vocabulary, improve your pronunciation. So do not distract. Focus on criteria. Accent will not give you any plus point. So this is the second tip. So now we are moving to the tip number 3. So tip number 3 is do not repeat your thoughts or words. So this is very important because mostly students are losing their band score just because of this thing. This is very common for speaking examination part 2, which is cue card, where you have to speak for around 2 minutes without repeating. So this is a weak zone of each and every student. So here I would like to give you one advice. Do not think like I will give large answer of sub question 3. Instead of that, try to give brief answer of each and every sub question. Then only it will be possible for you to speak up to 2 minutes without repeating. So make this thing clear in your mind. Do not repeat your word or thought. So let's move to the tip number 4. So tip number 4 is utilize your 1 minute of time. So as you are knowing, you will get 1 minute of time for your cue card. 1 minute of time to prepare your answer. So utilize it the best. You should have clear picture about your matter, your tense or your proverb. So this thing should be clear in your mind. After 1 minute, you should be able to start speaking. So while you are practicing, prepare yourself like this. If you are practicing and taking any cue card, you have to stick to yourself. Take 1 minute of time, prepare your answer and start speaking. Record your voice and try to speak up to 2 minutes. So this is very important thing, friends. Utilize your preparation time at the base to speak well. So now we are moving to tip number 5. Tip number 5 is do not use informal language. So this is major problem with fluent students, those who have completed their studies in English medium. So they know they have knowledge of English, so they are using informal language like gonna, wanna, I wanna do this, something like that. They are using thanks. So this create a negative image. You are not talking to your friend, you are talking with your examiner. He's asking you some question, you should answer in a formal language. You must say I wants to do this thing instead of I wanna do this thing. So make this thing clear in your mind. This is examination, you must use formal language. So now we are moving to tip number 6. So tip number 6 is give answer related to the topic. This is very much important, friends, because it means understanding. If I'm asking you some question, you should have ability to understand it. If I'm asking you some question, your answer should be related to my question. Let me give you one simple example. If I'm asking you describe a weather and you're talking about seasons fluently with the correct grammar, you're using proverb as well, but you replied me something about season and I asked you a question about weather. So I will surely deduct your mark because you didn't understand the question. So this is also very important thing, and this is major concern in Q card. So while you are getting your Q card, read it carefully, understand it, and then decide your answer. So this is very important tip, friends. Consider it on a priority level. So now we are moving to the next tip. So tip number 7 is write only points and keywords on your paper. So as you're knowing, you will get pen and paper to write your keywords or write some matter in your cue card. But what mostly students are doing, they are writing too many things on the paper. They are writing the whole answer, and then when examiner is telling like you should start speaking, they are like reading and speaking, reading and speaking. So that I would not advise. Write just some points, some keywords like, okay, if the topic is describe your best friend, like you must write his name, why you are best friend, when you met, what activity you are doing together. So in that case you must write like we are playing football, so write football. If you are playing cricket, then cricket, something like that. So you will get some point to speak on, but do not write too many things on the paper, or else you will just like read and speak, read and speak. So this create a negative image because you're losing your eye contact as well. So this is also a very important thing, friends. Try to write points and keywords only. So now we are moving to tip number 8. So tip number 8 is do not memorize your answers. Many students are memorizing their answers for section 1 because it is a possible thing. You can assume like, okay, this kind of question may come, so you can prepare yourself for section 1. But what about cue card and interaction? Some random topic will come, some random question will come. So for cue card and interaction, you will not be able to memorize your answers. So if you are giving the best in introduction and you are reducing your performance in cue card and interaction, definitely you will lose your marks and definitely you will lose your confidence. So rather than that, speak naturally. So now we are moving to tip number 9. So tip number 9 is do a proper practice. Which is the best way then? As per my experience, mostly students are thinking on the topic. Okay, if I get this topic, this will be my matter, this proverb I will use, okay, and this tense. But this is not a proper way. Have you checked you are able to speak for 2 minutes? So if you want to do proper practice, go in front of mirror first, take a stopwatch, record your voice and start speaking. After 2 minutes, listen where you are making mistake, improve it. If you are speaking for 1.5 minutes, then try to enlarge your answers. So this is proper way for practice. So do practice like this. So now we are moving to the last tip. So tip number 10 is do not speak too fast and too slow. Many students are speaking very fast and many are speaking very slow. So here I would like to give you advice, maintain your pace and try to speak in a moderate speed. Do not prefer to speak in very fast speed and do not prefer to speak in very slow speed, because it does matter. How? Let's say if you are speaking very fast, you will complete your cue card in 1.5 minutes. But anyhow, you have to speak for 2 minutes. And if you are speaking very slow, you will not be able to cover 3 sub-questions in 2 minutes. So this thing does matter, so maintain your pace. So this is all for this session, friends. I hope you like this video. If you like, please do not forget to press the like button and if possible, share with your friends as well. If you have any query, any doubt, you can write me at any time. So if you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel, please press the subscribe button. Soon I will come back with new study material and tips for you. Till then, keep practicing. Bye bye.